Hey guys, Luke here, welcome to episode 7 of my Beta Pro series on Rugby League Live 3, and we're playing through with my player, James Hart, which isn't actually myself, just for people wondering, but yeah, James Hart, he's the fullback for Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs, and we're in the under-20s at this stage, and we've had a pretty good season individually, as ourselves, in terms of, just getting involved and some good kick returns and that sort of stuff. But, I mean, our tackling's not really up to scratch at this stage, and do have a lot of things to work on. And I think Dragon's going to be a great test for us. I know for sure, well, I know one of the players personally in this side. I know he's rated really, really well on this game, Ryan James, and got to have to keep his involvement to a minimum. But I know their halfback Clune is really good in this game. I think he's currently, odds on to get player of the season for the Dragons on this. And then they got people like Ewan Aiken, who I've experienced on the West Tigers career mode and all that sort of stuff. He's lethal in this game, very, very strong. So chances are probably not going to win this game, but we're going to do our best. We're against the odds, and that's, Bulldogs do quite well in those sort of situations, but us individually not doing quite well there. One of our first touches in attack, and we spill the ball from offload. That would have been a great position to be attacking from. We're in a gap there, so it would have been nice to see. Could we have scored? Maybe, maybe not. Dufty is a good fullback in this game as well. Bigger raps than him in real life from everybody. I think he might have played schoolboys in that. There's a lot of good players in this Dragon side, so no shame in losing to them. It's good to get experience playing against some quality players, considering some of these players, are first grade standard, like Ewan Aiken. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how we go up against this Dragon side. I think it was Ryan James come up with a big run there, but constant defence here. I think there was 3 tackles in a row or something like that. A lot of involvement for us in our defence at this stage. Not much in attack, but you can see here our first step around them, and we're pitting the ears back there, but I think it was Dufty who came across with the tackle. Probably should have been a bit more alert, a bit more aware, and maybe we could have got a try there, but wasn't meant to be. We got pulled down, but we are getting a lot better at reading the game, and when to inject ourselves into the game and all that sort of stuff. And you can see here we're just following up through the middle here, and that's another chance for us. Unfortunately, they're going to go and score through Clune, the halfback, I believe it is. We'll see in a second. It is Adam Clune. Yeah, an opportunity for us. I mean, the ball was around our ankles, and maybe we should have just dived in the ball rather than try and go for it. But as a fullback, as an attacking fullback, I'll say, definitely every time there's a chance, I sort of get white line fever and just have to go for it. And yeah, is what it is, and we're going to have to eventually get over that, I'd say. But yeah, the hooker, Freeburn or something, I think his name was, he just went over and scored a silver try off us missing a tackle. But I find on here it's a little bit overpowered in terms of our defence can't read it, and maybe it's my job. I've talked about this before, but maybe it is my job to call the players over and that sort of stuff a lot more. If there's a gap, go to the right, all that sort of stuff, like using the D-pad. But I really don't feel like I should have to doing that. I mean, they're going down the short side like so many times and creating breaks, and you can see here another line break. I mean, I'm not sure how many tackles I made in this game exactly, but it's just very, very poor here. But there is a line break, and we're in support there, and we're looking for that offload. If they could have just popped it up, man, it was not game over, but it was try time just there. And we're going to follow it up with a nice little run here, taking it to the line. We are taking a hit, but we did create a lot of space here for our teammates, but they couldn't take advantage of it yet again, so a bit disappointing in that sense. But we're moving to the 7th minute here, so game over, 12-0. It's just going to be a matter of us just getting some more stats up. So we attack that ball here, taking a run back here, and try to get around that first defender, and then we could have seen what we could do. We could have passed it, whatever, but it didn't end up happening, and we lose another game, this time to the Dragons. And you can see we did achieve one of our objectives, which was to get 100 metres in a game. And I mean, as a fullback, you keep returns, that sort of stuff, like that's a pretty achievable one. I mean, there's been some ridiculous ones where, they've been asking for like 4 tries in a game, which just isn't going to happen, especially for our rating. So yeah, with these 5 points that we just got from doing that little drill, which is the passing drill. I mean, I do them every game, so I just don't show them all the time, because a lot of the times, because we're up to a higher level, it's not worth showing it, because it's not really doing anything. We're not getting any more points or whatever. But every time there is some with the points, I'll show where we assign them and how we got them, that sort of stuff. But we moved to a 71 rated, so getting into the 70s, and I'd say once we get to mid 70s, that's where we can sort of be pushing for a first grade spot, I would think. Although obviously not this season, I wouldn't think. I'm not sure. We've got an under 20s contract, so I'm not sure if we have to get a new contract before we can play on this game, or what's to go with that. But I suppose we'll soon find out. Hopefully we can keep up some form and push for a spot. Taking on the Titans, who I think have got a decent under 20 side. I don't recall like a whole bunch of names. I know the Hazard, I recognise that name. But yeah, we start the game off really well here, and we're going to take it around the fullback, but they are going to chase it, and I think that was like Brian Kelly, I think his name was, something like that. And I remember thinking, is that a relation to Albert Kelly, possibly? But yeah, really poor play from us here. We end up dropping the ball and conceding a try, and it's just a common theme here. But what I thought was funny, it's pissing down rain, and then they score a try, and then it's all sunny, which very strange there. But we do get fortunate here, not fortunate in the sense that I think we would have made the tackle anyways, but good commitment from the defender to come across and at least get an attempt in, which helped us a lot there. So keeping it at 6-0 for the time being. They put in a nice little kick here, and we are going to race back there, and the winger picks it up for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but I don't know, he picked it up. And then we ended up calling for the ball at one stage. We went across field. I was waiting for it to sort of open up a bit more. It didn't end up opening up, but it's going to open up here. We take it around one player. I was looking to get the pass off to the number 10, I think it was, who's gone out into the centre position. But they're going to continue to attack that side. And there is a line break here, and we're looking to back up. We couldn't actually do that, but once again, the play's not going to stop here. We're going to get the ball here, and got a few options here, but we do just not draw and pass, but we sort of create a little bit of space, take it to the line. That's what we want to do. That's what all the good ball players can do, and I'm really happy that our player can take a hit, which is nice. Not staying on the ground too long and that sort of stuff. But once again, another line break. We come up with a second tackle in a row, and I'm just getting sick of having to defend constant shit from our defense. It's crap. Line break after line break, and it seems to be a common theme with all these Be a Pro videos. But yeah, it's very disappointed, and we are going to concede a try, and it really sucks because I'm sort of half and half on, is that my fault or is it not? If you have a look here, it ends up hitting the post, which that's how it goes off, but my player probably should have caught it anyways, and that's another thing we've got to work on. Just, I mean, obviously tackling in defense, but not only actual tackling and that sort of stuff, but it's the catching your bombs and all that sort of stuff. So need to get that shit sorted out, because it's costing us once again. But I mean, it is one of the least of our worries in defense, but it still is a worry, and that's not nice. Now, right from the kickoff, they're just going to run it, and they're going to be a chance of scoring here. How they can pick that up after every time the ball hits the ground, for us, we swill the ball, but they can pick the ball up like that, no worries. So that was a little bit annoying, but you can see us using the slide feature, but probably used it too late there. But we did make the tackle, which was nice. And then we caught the ball in here. We went inside, and there was a little bit of space inside of the markers, which I think is a spot where you should be attacking. Personally, I think that's a way where the forwards should be going. In career mode, everything. A lot of people asking for tips, and it's definitely an easy way to make meters. But we did blow a huge opportunity. We had a little offload to us, and yeah, once again, we should have and capitalised on that. We spill the ball. A player's ball handling isn't great from offloads and that sort of stuff, and I can't stress enough, we've got a lot of stuff to improve on. You just got to bear with us. One day we will be a superstar, no doubt about it, but for right now, we're pretty raw, I'd have to say. But we are going to have a nice little chance here. It's a foot race between us and opposition halfback, I think it is. I don't think it's the fullback. It might even be a winger or someone, but we just outpace him so easily, and we're going to race away and score. First points of the game for us, and it's, I think all tries, maybe but one, maybe not even that, have come from us. This time it was from an error from the Titans, so it's nice for us to actually capitalize on one of their mistakes. As you can see here, try my best to do a little bit of instant replay stuff here, but that's what I think I sort of pride myself on as the fullback for this side. Any sort of chances, we're there. That's why I always like to back up the forwards. I mean, they don't offload too often, but if for some reason they do, I want to be in that position to take it. Fortunately, our guys been dropping a lot of them, but putting ourselves in position to do that, and that's a positive. We're in the position to score those chances, and thankfully for us, it did work out this time, although we didn't end up winning the game, and that was a bit disappointing. But we did make 10 tackles in the match, so us making 10 tackles, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or bad thing, considering probably shouldn't be having to make that many tackles in defence as the fullback, considering all of them were pretty much from line breaks. So that was a bit annoying, but it gives us more points, more XP or whatever, so that's nice, and we'll definitely take that every day of the week. So yeah, that's where the video is going to end. Hope they've enjoyed it. Finally got a try, broke our drought, and hopefully we can keep up a little bit of form here. Just going to make sure we can tackle. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to my channel, that'd be very much appreciated. You can follow me on Twitter at MrLukeNYT, Facebook page in the description below, and I'll go ahead and see you for my next video. Also check out my West Tiger stuff. Bye!